Hi, my name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and today we're going to continue our video series, which is designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. I want to talk about methods to lower child support. Sometimes there's a situation where there are things that one can do to work within the child support guidelines to lower the numbers. So of course those child support guidelines are going to be based on income. That's one of the main factors, right? So if your income is stated at an unrealistically high figure, the first thing you got to do is make sure the friend of the court has a proper number. You should be going down to the friend of the court saying, look, my support is based on this. Here's my W-2. Here's my last 5 paychecks. You see how much I'm making. I'm not making that amount of money. Why do they have the wrong amount? For all I know, that number of what you're making was provided by the ex. Maybe they sent you a request to verify and you didn't respond to it, or who knows, but it doesn't mean you can't correct it. Number one, you want to go down there and make sure the number is correct. But number two, remember one other thing. Aside from the amount of money that you make impacting the support up or down, another thing that impacts it is the amount of overnights you have with your child. The general rule is the more overnights you're spending with your child, the lower the support. Now, the lower the support makes sense because that support is going to your ex. So when your child is with you more time, it's less expense for your ex. They should get less support. On the flip side, if they have the child most of the time, your support is going up. Why? Because their expense, that child's consumption is on them. And most of the time the child is with them, so therefore your support is higher. So if you are in position to do so and you want to lower your support, have your child with you more. Perhaps a 50-50 arrangement might be appropriate, where you have the child 50% of the time. It could be 4 days, 3 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week on, 1 week off. It could be just an overall number. You have the child throughout the whole summer and mom has the child through the academic year, vice versa. However it works out. But if you can get it to a basically equal situation, that is going to lower your support because there's either parenting time, there's equal situation, or there's somebody who has all the custody. If you look at those 3 broad categories, and I admit there are categories in between, but if you look at those 3 broad categories and you're in the first category, which is mom has all the custody, you're paying support, if you change that to an equal arrangement, your support is going to go down. It's not going to go to 0. Just because you have the child the same amount of time as a mom doesn't mean that you don't pay. The only time you don't pay in a 50-50 scenario is if it's 50-50 and you happen to make the exact same amount of money as the other party. Then it's a wash. But even if it's 50-50, if you're making more money than the other parent, even in a 50-50 arrangement, there will still be child support guidelines that will calculate a number. It may be a low number. It may be 50 cents. I don't know what the number is going to be, but it's going to be something. The only time you won't have support is if you have 50-50 and you happen to be making the same amount of money as the other parent. I mean, in that situation, you won't have support. Unless, of course, the child's with you 100% of the time, you won't have support either. At that point in time, the other party will be paying you support. That's a topic for another date and a discussion for another time. If you have any questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.